Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, probably mostly just gentlemen, but either way. Welcome back to Brothers in Gaming, to our Man 15 franchise series, and today our San Diego Chargers are at home, and we're taking on a New York Jets team which is 4-0 right now. Well, let's put it this way, the Chargers are coming off what we can only describe as a woeful game against the Jacksonville Jaguars, in which they lost. They played down to a team which is a lot worse than them, quite frankly, and so they sit at 2-2. Now this Jets team, as we know, is a defensive juggernaut, so we're going to have to really knuckle down on offense and try and do what they can. Part of the problem of the offense has been the lack of the running game and Philip Rivers' turnovers. We did interview him the other day, and in an interview he said that he needed to minimise the turnovers and he needed to get this offense back where it was, rather building the pass to open up the run as opposed to using the run to open up the pass. So we're going to see if they do that today. So first on the field is Geno Smith, who has been really leading this Jets offense. Well, look at that, 10 touchdowns, 1 interception, really making huge strides from his last year. So we'll see what he can do. Also in the backfield obviously is Chris Ivory, who's there right now. Oh sorry, I apologise, Stephon Ridley. Chris Ivory is also part of their backfield, but Stephon Ridley, coming from the New England Patriots, provides a different dimension to their running game. Chris Ivory, of course, being a huge, banging running back, which is what they like. And they've got Jason Mara here at tight end, who makes a nice catch there across the middle. He is a young tight end with a lot of upside and a lot of potential. But let's not forget these outside receivers as well. Eric Decker, Brandon Marshall, 2 excellent receivers in their own right. And they give this, well, as we can see here, the offensive line. A couple of names there which you're probably not familiar with, but not bad all around. But like I said, the outside guys, Decker and Marshall, give this offense a really new dimension. Quite balanced, in fact. Should be a really balanced offense, and this Chargers defense will probably struggle against it. But we'll see what they can do. So far, they've been running the ball quite avidly with Stephon Ridley, and they're going to do so again up the right-hand side. But a nice play by Donald Butler is going to force a 3-and-out. So not a bad start for the Chargers then. So Philip Rivers comes onto the field. There you can see 9 touchdowns, 8 picks. That's not what you want from your veteran quarterback with only a 66% completion rating. Let's see if he can get it going today. So they're going to start with a pass like they said they would. Stevie Johnson's going to take that for a 6-yard gain and step out of bounds there. We're going to look at this team. The offensive line hasn't changed, but also hasn't opened up any running lanes at all this year, which is a real shame. Malcolm Floyd had a big day last week, and hopefully we can see the same from him again. But I tell you what, this defense is nothing to shy at, people. I mean, this secondary, this front seven, everything about it is fantastic. So we're probably going to struggle on offense here, more so than we did last week. So we'll see what happens. So Rivers now under center. He's going to pass again to Antonio Gates, who's been pretty stalwart in this offense so far, quite frankly. Him and Keenan Allen taking the majority of the catches. Next play now, Rivers under center. Dropping back to pass again. Gates again. These two have a great matchup. I believe they hold the record for touchdowns and receptions for a tight end and quarterback tandem. But we were talking about that Jets defense, so we're going to look at it now. Mohamed Wilkerson, Damon Harrison, Sheldon Richardson. We should also mention, I sound like I was from Holland or something. We should also mention that they took Leonard Williams in the first round, so he's also going to be the rotation in a 4-man front. And of course, you've got the outside linebackers, your middle linebackers, and Darrell Rivas and Antonio Cromartie coming back onto this team from before. They re-signed, and they're now the 2 starting corners. Marcus Gilchrist is also playing at strong safety, having a much better year than he did with the Chargers, quite frankly. So anyway, we're going to go back to the action here. Melvin Gordon takes a run at the left-hand side, but only 2 yards to be made there. It seems that he tries to find the outside too much. Maybe that's an issue, but here's Philip Rivers. He's rolling out. No one near him. He's got loads of time, and he finds Malcolm Floyd for the first touchdown in the game. And Malcolm Floyd making an impact straight away. I mean, he's getting on in years. He's, 35 years old at receiver? Having a good career, has to be said. But a good job by Philip Rivers there. He rolled out. The pressure was not too shabby, but still, he found that gap in the pocket, and he just delivered a pass, and there was no one around him. So not a bad job by the offensive line there. So anyway, Jets come onto the field now. Geno Smith's going to start in shotgun. He's got time. He's going to launch it to Jason Mara, and they give him the catch there. That's a big gain on first down, but as we can see here, as we are frozen in time temporarily, McCoy's going to challenge that. I mean, that didn't look in at all. We'll have to have another look at that play and see what the ruling on the field is. Of course, Rex Ryan here, still the Jets coach in our franchise, and I mean, look at that. That wasn't even close to being in. I mean, not bad coverage by Brandon Flowers, but one toe out of bounds and the second toe out of bounds. I mean, who called that in? I mean, some geriatric on the sideline with mild cataracts or something just did not catch that at all. And unsurprisingly, the play is overturned, so we're going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Jets. A good challenge there by Mike McCoy and the Chargers staff. So, Smith's going to have another chance. He's got Davis in motion, and he hands off to Stephon Ridley. They've been running the ball quite a lot here. Obviously, their plan is to use the run to set up the pass, and it's working beautifully so far this year, as they are 4-0. This defense, not a lot to talk about. Manti Te'o didn't have a bad game last week, but then the defense really did a good job minimizing the Jaguars' yardage, but the offense couldn't get anything done. So he's staying in the starting lineup. Other than that, there's no changes or anything we should mention. So we're gonna let the play continue, the game continue now. I apologise. But we force a 3 and out there, and Rivers is going to go straight back onto the field, and that's a nice defensive play there by, I believe that might be David Harris, who's been playing a long time now, but is an excellent linebacker, very underrated. Pressure coming there, and he has to dump it off to Melvin Ingram, who doesn't turn around in time, so that's a wasted play there. Could have been a big game. So 3rd down, Rivers is going to drop back, and it's picked off by D. Milliner, the former 1st round pick, and he's not going to be able to turn this very far, but that's a costly turnover by Phillip Rivers. And unfortunately, that is what's going to happen when you have to throw the ball a lot more, when you have no run game. But still, Geno Smith now, pressure coming, and he gets dragged down there. Great play by Manti Te'o, his 1st sack of the year, making an impact pretty soon on in this team. And we like to see that pretty soon on. That doesn't make any sense, but let's just move on like nothing was happened. Geno Smith now under shotgun, and he finds Eric Decker. That was great coverage by Manti Te'o, but he just managed to slip past him there and made the nice catch in traffic. Too bad Manti Te'o couldn't have made another play there. But anyway, moving on. It's 1st and 10 now. Jason Morrow's in motion, comes in to block. Stephon Ridley's going to go to the outside, but a great play by Donald Butler, using his speed to catch Stephon Ridley in the backfield for only a 1-yard gain. Now Ridley again in the backfield. Geno Smith under center. He's going to hand straight off to Ridley, and he makes a nice move. But again, this Chargers defense, they're really putting the brakes on this running game. Ridley on the right-hand side in the backfield now. Smith drops back. He's got time, and he's going to find Brandon Marshall, who drops the football. How uncommon is that? I mean, when was the last time we saw Brandon Marshall drop anything? But that's going to be unfortunate for the Jets, as they have to take the field goal, and it makes it a 3-7 game. And the Chargers still on top somehow. And we're going to go back to their drive now. Melvin Gordon gets the football, gets a nice block at the sideline there, and he's going to make an 8-yard gain. Pretty good gain there. Rivers drops back, pressure coming, and he dumps it off, but Keenan Allen apparently couldn't make that grab, but I thought he could have got it myself, but there we are. So Gordon's going to run up the middle now, and nearly tackled by Sheldon Richardson, but he manages to just get over the 1st down line. And this drive's going to continue. Offensive line doing a little bit better of a job so far, it looks like. Here comes Brandon Oliver, and he's going to get met right in the gap there for only a 3-yard gain. Brandon Oliver also making the most of his carries so far, so might be a bit of controversy in the running back situation there, but we'll see. So Rivers now going to hand off to Gordon, but no, it's play action. He's going to throw it, and there's John Phillips this time, wide open. Nice catch by the blocking tight end. He had a big preseason, so hopefully he's going to continue it here. Rivers is going to hand off to Gordon on the draw. He gets caught in his own offensive lineman. Looked like there was a lot of room there, but he couldn't quite get anything done. So Rivers drops back to pass. He's going to find Gates, makes a nice catch, but that's not a good gain, unfortunately. Good coverage by D. Milliner, who now plays 3rd string, believe it or not. Rivers rolls left. He can't find anyone, but there's Melvin Gordon on the passing game. How did he get so wide open? And forward progress should grant him a 1st down, but we're going to see here it's going to be close. But what a throw by Phillip Rivers off his back foot, pressure in his face. And they're going to measure this here, and they're going to say it's short. So what are the Chargers going to do? Well, McCoy's going to challenge the play again. That's the 2nd challenge of this quarter so far. So we're going to see if forward progress granted Melvin Gordon the 1st down. Let's have a look. Not sure where they got to get to. It looks about maybe the 22nd, 22 or something. I can't quite tell. I'm just making it up. But I can't tell from this replay. Maybe you can if you've been following it a bit better than I have. Coach waiting eagerly on the sideline and waiting for the review. And another great challenge by Mike McCoy, as it's turned over again. So a 2nd good challenge of the day. San Diego has charged no timeouts, and they get a 1st down. So Melvin Gordon's going to carry again here, but Quentin Corporals makes sure he doesn't get very far. Rivers hands off to Melvin Gordon, and again he's met straight away by Marcus Gilchrist, who's actually making plays for this team. That's strange, he couldn't do anything for us. Then Rivers drops back, he throws, and Stevie Johnson's wide open in the corner of the end zone. And that is a touchdown. San Diego go up 14-3 on the Jets in the second quarter. Wow. And I tell you what, this team is it's looking good so far. Nice catch by Stevie here to drag his toes at the end of the play as well. So the Jets are going to try and make something happen before the 2 minutes of this half are up. Nice play there by Stephon Ridley, breaks a tackle from Eric Weddle, and it's coming up to the 2-minute warning now. So only 2 minutes left, the Jets are still 14-3 down. And they're going to see what they can do here. Jason Morrow goes in motion. You can see our play call there. Smith drops back and he throws Stephon Ridley. Someone's supposed to be in the flat, but they completely blow their assignment, and he's going to make a nice gain there, unfortunately for us. Bit of a miscommunication on defense there. So Chargers going to hurry back to the line as the Jets go no huddle. Smith drops back. He's looking. Pressure comes. He throws it long, and there's Jason Morrow down the middle. So much for cover 3, eh? And so they're going to get a nice play from the young tight end there, and that puts them really close to the end zone. Only 15 yards out now. Smith drops back. Pressure coming. He hands off to Chris Ivory, who manages to fight forward for a couple more yards from Jaleel Adai. Still plenty of time left. They still got a minute left to score, and this will only put them 4 points down. So Smith, he drops back. He's looking. Pressure coming in. There's Turek Williams, who's having a really good year when he gets on the field so far. I mean, he's really making the most of his opportunities. Great job by him at outside linebacker this year. Pretty much no story whatsoever coming into the season, so good job by him. So Smith now, 3rd and 13. Can they make something happen here? He's looking, pressure coming, he just throws this one away. Nice coverage all around there, and that's going to force the Jets to take a field goal to see if they can make this a 14-6 game. It's up, and it's good. So 14-6 now, Chargers still lead this with 49 seconds left. Rivers now, he's going to drop back. They're not going to let the Jets get back into this game, but Keenan Allen is blown up across the middle, and he can't hold on to that one. Rivers drops back. He's looking, he's going to fire it deep, and there's Keenan Allen. So it looks like they are going to try and go for another score here before the half, because, I mean, this Jets team, it looks like they're going to be able to put up points quite quickly against our defense. And a beautiful pass, but it's not quite in bounds. So putting up points before the end of the half might not be a bad idea, trying to get this high-powered offense off the field and put us in front of as far as we can go. Melvin Gordon only makes a couple of yards there, and that's going to be the second timeout taken for the Chargers. But they're going to make 8 yards here to get past the 47-yard line. It's a long way to go. I mean, field goals out the question. There's C. Darrell Revis on the sideline. Haven't heard much of him yet, but I'm sure we will. And there's a nice pass to John Phillips, who makes the catch. Chargers going to take their second timeout of the half. Rivers drops back. He's still got time, 15 seconds. He goes deep, and that was a... wow. He got saved there. That's for certain. That should have been a pick all day. Rivers, pressure coming. He drops back. He throws to Jacoby Jones, who cuts inside. He breaks a tackle, and he makes a lovely gain. Beautiful gain. And now the Chargers are going to take their final timeout, and they're going to go for a field goal here with 4 seconds left. It's Nick Novak. It's up, and it's no good. The wind blows it left, and the Chargers come away with nothing on that really impressive 1 minute drill, quite frankly. So Chargers are going to go into the locker room a bit bummed that they just let go of some points, but 14-6 is quite respectable considering this defense and this offense. That is their really good defense now, really poor offense. So we're going to go into the locker room and come into halftime. You can see the stats here so far. Chargers doing pretty well. Only 26 yards on the ground though. Again, this running game has been basically non-existent. Rivers drops back, he throws. There's Melvin Gordon wide open, but that's one thing he has done well, is make plays in the passing game. So he's good for that at least. Hopefully the offensive line will start blocking later on in the year. We'll actually get a run game, but we'll see. Speaking of the run game, Rivers hands it off and Melvin Gordon breaks a tackle for a nice 5-yard gain. That's what we'd like to see. More of that would be great, but no guarantees. So we're going to try again with Melvin Gordon. But no, again, it's a play action. Rivers going to fire it, and there's Antonio Gates as always. Just did not care about that tackle at all. Just whatever. Now he's made 6 receptions of 62 yards. It's a pretty good day for our tight end. Rivers now, he's in the shotgun. He's got both running backs in the backfield with him. Melvin Gordon, he just takes a terrible decision on that block. That's a great block by Orlando Franklin, but should have cut inside there. Rivers drops back. He just dumps it off to Brandon Oliver. Can he make anything happen? And That's not a bad gain considering how far back he got the football. David Harris tracking him all the way across, but still, 3rd and 8 is a long way to go. Rivers drops back, he throws, and there's Keenan Allen wide open. He cuts inside, but it's not enough, and he gets forced out of bounds after a 15-yard gain. So Chargers in the red zone now. Rivers has 70% completion rate, which is pretty good, doing better than usual. He fakes the handoff to Gordon, play action again in the red zone. He slings it, and it's picked off by Darrell Revis, who reads the play perfectly. Luckily, we're not going to let him get all the way down the sideline. A nice touchdown saving tackle by David Johnson, the fullback. And I told you we'd hear Revis' name at some point, and it had to be there. So now Stephon Ridley's going to continue the Jets' offensive drive. We managed to stop him there. 9 of 30, not a great day on the ground so far. But here comes Ridley, there's a nice hole there, but Manti Te'o is able to plug it up, but not before he can get a first down. Nice read by Manti Te'o all the same. In the I formation now, Smith hands off to Ridley again. He cuts, he breaks a tackle, and he's going to make some ridiculous moves here. And again, Manti Te'o makes the stop. So showing a lot of heart in the run-stopping game here. This time, Chris Ivory's going to find a nice gap, but Eric Weddle's going to make him pay for that one. And a good job too, because we need to stop this offense. They're moving quite well. Davis in motion. Ivory gets the ball. Eric Weddle reads it, and he comes down. The ball's loose! And Eric Weddle scoops it up. He stumbles, but he gets back on his feet, and he's going to run all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego. And that is the first TD for the San Diego's defense this year. They've only had maybe 2 turnovers all year, this being their 2nd or 3rd, and they make something of it. A great heads-up play by Eric Weddle. I believe it's Kyle Emanuel who forces the fumble there, but Eric Weddle also read the play, and he's there, Johnny on the spot to pick the football up and trundle into the end zone. That's a veteran play by a veteran free safety, and that's what we like to see. What a hit by Kyle Emanuel. Woo! He took that high and blew him up. We like that. He's also played very well. Outside linebacker's getting great depth this year. I really like to see that. So the Jets have to try again. Stephon Ridley, he does hold on to football, but isn't it strange how Chris Ivory's the one who fumbles, yet Stephen Ridley's the one who can't hold on to a football? How unusual. Anyway, thanks to Madden, that's what's happening. A nice tackle there by Melvin Ingram. Means that the Stephon Ridley doesn't get very far. Another run play here to Chris Ivory. He holds on to the football this time and some hard-nosed running for 3 yards. But if I was the Jets, I'd probably try to put it through the air a little bit more now. They're running out of time. But Ivory again, he's going to make the guy miss, and that's a great tackle by Patrick Robinson. That's a big guy to bring down. Showing a lot of heart on that tackle there. Smith now, he's in the shotgun, going to throw. Ingram, the pressure comes, he dodges the sack. And, well, it looks like Jason Mara just simply drops it because of the pressure. That's a 3 and out. Good job by the Chargers there. Melvin Gordon gets the ball again in the passing game, having a good day through the air. It's play action here. Rivers rolls right, hands it off to David Johnson. Makes a 4-yard gain. So the Chargers looking pretty good through the air. I mean, Phillip Rivers only got 2 picks so far. What should have been 3 really. So still not exactly where we want it to be, but better than it was. Really started to open up lanes for his passing game, hopefully. And the ball gets tipped here, and it's luckily no one's around the ball to get it, so it just lands dead at the feet of the defenders. Rivers dumps it off to Antonio Gates, who's having a nice day, but he gets injured here. He's going to have a bruised forearm, and we're going to sub him out for the rest of the game because I think we're pretty good for this one, and we're going to let Ladarius Green have some snaps, along with John Phillips. Another first down from Melvin Gordon there through the passing game. And once again, we tried to run the ball, but still not a lot to be gained here. Trying to establish this passing game and open up the run, but it doesn't seem to be working so far. Just this, I think our interior line really needs some work. Anyway, Rivers dumps off to John Phillips, as we talked about earlier, and he's just very short of this first down. So Rivers is going to send Phillips in motion to the right-hand side. He's under center, and he hands off to Gordon. There's a huge hole there, and that's going to be an easy first down for the rookie running back out of Wisconsin. And he hands off to Oliver now, and he's got some space, and he runs upfield. And I mean, when Oliver gets his carries, he certainly goes the distance when he can. He's having I mean, it doesn't look like the line needs to block for him as much. So we're going to hand it off to him again here, and he goes right, and he's got loads of room, and he can't quite get into the end zone. He's 1 yard short. So, on the 1 yard line, 1st and goal, can Melvin Gordon just punch this in and get us ahead again? Yes, he can. He just dives headfirst into the pile with no fear, and we get the touchdown. And now we are running away with this game. I don't know what happened last week, but this team has certainly been rejuvenated. Mike McCoy must have said something to them, like jobs were on the line or whatever, but they're playing a lot better now than they were before. Defense and offense. So 2nd and 2, Ridley gets the draw play, a lot of room there, and he's going to break some tackles and get a nice gain. He's 14 for 67. Still no touchdown for the running backs. Still no touchdown for the Jets so far. And there's Kenan Davis, I believe, making the catch there. I haven't heard his name for a long time. 2nd and 5 now. Still in their own half. Gino, he rolls right and he throws it, and that's a nice throw. Jay Samara probably could have made a play for that, but not on the awareness, unfortunately. So Smith drops back again. He throws, and there's, wow, Curly. God, I can't even remember his first name. I did know his first name, but I can't now, so never mind. So Smith now, pressure coming. That's a nice throw to Smith on the sideline, and we just get him in time before he can get the first down. Well, before he can get the touchdown, sorry, he did get the first down. That's going to bring up the 2-minute warning. With only 4 yards to go, can the Jets actually get this ball in and maybe pull this game back slightly? It's unlikely, but we'll see what they can do. Smith drops back, pressure coming, he rolls right, he throws, and there's Smith again. What a great catch in traffic, and good vision by Geno Smith to fit that ball in there. So Chargers recover the onside kick, and they're just going to try and run the ball out and see if they can get a first down and put this game to bed. But it's no guarantee yet, so Rivers hands off to Melvin, go for a second time, and there's nowhere to go there. David Johnson just got annihilated on that play. He just ran straight into the back of him as he was still in the backfield. So 3rd and 10, they've got to make a first down or this game is still going to happen. Rivers rolls left, he throws, and there's Keenan Allen, and he stays in bounds to keep the clock running. The Jets call their final timeout, and the Chargers are just going to be able to run the football down, and this game is over. And 31-14, who would have thought that? The 4-0 Jets fall to the 2-2 Chargers at home after a dismal loss to the Jaguars last week. We can see some real improvements, some real strides by this team after such a disappointing loss. But you got to be sick if you're Rex Ryan after watching the Chargers last week. They must have come in here thinking this would be an easy win, but not so much. Eric Weddle is your player of the game because I suppose he got a touchdown on defense, which counts for everything these days. I would have said Phillip Rivers myself, but okay. So, a nice win by the Chargers. This is going to put them at 3-2, so they're not at the race yet. They're definitely keeping their heads above the water, but they've still got to get a pretty convincing win other than this one. So Phillip had a pretty good day. Those 2 picks probably should have been 3, and so not a great day altogether. Brandon Oliver 6.5 yards per carry, which is a lot more what we're looking for. Antonio Gates got 7 receptions, but then Melvin Gordon 5 catches, 59 yards in the passing game. Maybe we should just put him at receiver. You know what I mean? Because he seems to catch better than he can run. Manti Te'o and Donald Butler both lead the team in tackles, but he also had a sack as well, so he's having a good showing so far. Turk Williams had the other sack, and of course no picks. And so next week we're taking on the Oakland Raiders. I hope you can join me for that. Until then, guys, I'll see you next week.